Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter. This is the seventh unit of your term 2. Okay, that is modes of creating charge. Now, जब when the bank gives loan on a loan to a somebody, okay, loan to somebody, then what happens, they have to create a charge. मतलब किसके ऊपर वो लोन देने वाले, ओके, मतलब दैट शुड बी द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द बैंक टिल द लोन इज रीपेड. ओके, जब तक लोन पे नहीं होता तब तक बैंक हैज़ टू हैव अ पोजेशन, मतलब उसके ऊपर उसका चार्ज रहना चाहिए. दे शुड हैव अ पोजेशन ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर what you call on that particular whatever asset is given as a security. जैसे कि हम लोग अगर एक कार बाय कर रहे हैं, ओके, इफ़ यू वांट टू बाय अ कार, व्हाट हैपन्स, वी टेक अ लोन फ्रॉम द बैंक. ओके, लो बैंक क्या करती है, हमें लोन देती है, बट द ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑफ द कार एंड keys, the second key of a car remains with the bank. Okay, only one key is there with us. Okay, and we have to pay the loan amount every month, or whatever the customized thing you have done. As per that, you have to pay the premium of the loan. Okay, देन व्हाट हैपन, सपोज इफ़ यू बिकम डिफॉल्टर. ओके, अगर आप डिफॉल्टर मतलब यू हैव नॉट पेड ऑफ द लोन, व्हाट हैपन्स, बैंक हैज़ अ सिक्योरिटी, दे कैन सेल ऑफ द एसेट. मतलब कार अगर आप लोगों ने लोन पे नहीं किया तो व्हाट हैपन्स, बैंक को क्या करती है, वो कार को सेल करती है, बिकॉज दे हैव द ओरिजिनल पेपर्स विद दैम एंड ऑल्सो दे हैव वन की विद दैम. So this helps the bank to avoid the risk. Okay, अगर लोन दे रहे हैं तो उनको रिस्क है, so to avoid this risk, what they do, they keep a pledge on some property. Okay, so in this chapter you all are going to learn what is the introduction of mode of creating charge. Then you will see the different modes of creating charge, that is lien, pledge, hypothecation, mortgage, then types of mortgages. Okay, then you will see precautions to be taken by the banker while creating charge. Okay, तो चार्ज करने के टाइम क्या क्या करते. सो नाउ देर आर डिफरेंट वेज वेयर दे कैन हैव द what you call modes of creating charge. Okay, so let's start with the question, okay, directly. So as I have given you a small introduction about what is modes of creating charge, मतलब having a right on a particular property. So what are the silent features of pledge के silent features कौन से है. First you will see what is introduction. Now pledge क्या है, it is a refers to a bailment of goods as a security for payment of debts or for the performance of the promise. Okay, so bailment refers to the delivery of goods by one person to another person for some purpose. Okay, under the contract that goods shall, when purpose is accomplished, be returned or otherwise disposed of according to the direction of the persons delivering it. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या होता है, कोई भी प्रोडक्ट हो उसको क्या किया जाता है, दे विल गिव यू फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ यूजिंग इट. ओके, अगर आपको 10 दिन के लिए चाहिए देन दे विल गिव यू द प्रोडक्ट. ओके, दैट इज़ नोन एज बेलमेंट. ओके, और उसके बाद क्या करेंगे, इफ यू हैव टू रिटर्न दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट टू अ पर्सन टू whom you have got this product. Okay, नहीं तो dispose is as per the instructions given by the person who delivering you. Okay, there are silent features of pledge, that is limited right. ना प्लेज क्या आता है यहाँ पे, द प्लेज ऑफ द गुड्स, मतलब द पर्सन हु इज गिविंग द गुड्स, ओके, हैज़ अ लिमिटेड राइट ओवर द गुड्स प्लेज. ओके, इट मीन्स दैट ही हैज़ द राइट टू एक्सटेंड द डेट, इंटरेस्ट एंड एक्सपेंसेस. नेक्स्ट इज प्रूफ फॉर प्लेज. Now the existence of the pledge need to be provided on the basis of delivery of goods under the contract of loan, which may either be actual or constructive. Okay, नेक्स्ट इज स्पेशल राइट. नाउ यहाँ पे क्या करता है प्लेजी, व्हाट ही डज, ही एंजॉय सर्टन स्पेशल राइट अंडर द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ प्लेज. ओके, he can sell the goods without the interventions of the court. okay, special rights कौन से हैं, pledgee क्या करता है, they can sell the goods wherever they want. okay, so here however the reasonable notice of sale should be given to the pledger. okay, pledger को एक notice दे एक what you call notice देना चाहिए that they are going to sell the product. okay, before they sell it is affected. Alternatively, the pledgee may sue the pledger for the recovery of dues under the demand promissory note or other evidences and treat the goods in his possession as collateral security. The pledgee may, after reasonable notice, sell the goods and in the event of shortfall proceeds against him legally for the recovery of the balances due. okay, the pledger can redeem his goods by the repayment of the debts at any time before the sale becomes effective. okay, नेक्स्ट इज डिस्क्रिशन टू सेल. ना प्लेजी क्या कर सकता है, here pledgee has a discretion to sell the goods at his own will. okay, according to his will he can sell the goods. so no action can be brought against the pledgee. if he does not do so, he can straightaway file a suit against the pledger. okay, next is due care of goods. now the only it is the duty of the pledgee, okay, is bound to perform is to take as much as care of the goods pledged to him as he man of ordinary prudence would under similar circumstances take of his own goods. okay, जैसे कि अपना खुद के प्रोडक्ट से ऐसे उसको केयर करना चाहिए. ओके, ही शुड नॉट कीप इन माइंड कि बाबा ये दूसरे का प्रोडक्ट है, हम लोग कैसे चाहिए यूज़ कर सकते हैं. नो, he should be very careful while using other people's goods. okay, next is a defect free title. now the right of the pledgee is subject to the title of the pledger. okay, therefore it ensures that there should be no defect in the title of the pledger. okay, only under this condition would be pledgee be unable to pass on better title to a subsequent holder. okay, now according to the section 172 okay of Indian Contract Act 1872, a pledgee is defined as a bailment of the goods as security for the payment of debts or to performance of the promise. okay, ये याद रखना है, pledge the bailment of the goods. okay, pledge is what, it is a bailment of goods as security for the payment of debts or the performance of the promise. okay, यहाँ पे क्या किया जाता है, जो पर्सन लोन देता है ही टेक सम गुड्स एज अ प्लेज. ओके, एंड दैट प्लेज कैन जो भी प्रोडक्ट लिया है, जो भी सिक्योरिटी एज अ गुड्स एज अ सिक्योरिटी लिया है, ही कैन यूज दैट. ओके, द पर्सन हु ऑफर्स द सिक्योरिटी इज कॉल्ड अ pawnee. okay, or the pledger, and the bailee is called as the pledgee. okay, जो पर्सन सिक्योरिटी की तरह गुड्स देता है दैट पर्सन इज अ प्लेजर, एंड जो बेली है वो कौन है, प्लेजी है. सो इन केस ऑफ प्लेज, ओके, इफ देयर इज अ प्लेज देयर शुड बी बेलमेंट ऑफ गुड्स. ओके, गुड्स का बेलमेंट होना चाहिए. द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ सच बेलमेंट शुड बी to hold goods as a security for the payment of debts or the performance of the promise. okay, that is the bailment should be on behalf of the debtor or intending debtor. okay, the ownership remains with the pledger subjects only to the qualified property which passes on to the pledgee by the virtue of bailment to him. okay, so pledgee has a special priority and lien which is not ordinary nature, and so long as his claim is not satisfied, no other creditor has the right to take away the goods. okay, सो हियर इफ the important requisite क्या है bailment का, let's see what is bailment of goods. Under section 148 defines bailment as a delivery of goods. Okay, it is what? It is delivery of goods from one person to another person for some purpose. Okay, it will be for some purpose upon the contract. Okay, that the goods be returned back when the purpose is accomplished or otherwise disposed of according to the instructions given by the bailer. Okay, as we discussed earlier, as I have explained you how it works. Okay, next is, if the following requisites of bailment. Delivery of goods is essential for the contract of bailment. Now if you are entering into contract of bailment, there should be a delivery of goods. Okay, either it can be physical delivery or symbolic delivery. Okay, so here there is a difference between mere custody of goods and a possession called judicial possession. That is, if goods may be in the custody of servant or guest but they do not hold possession of the goods. Okay, जैसे कि सर्वेंट और गेस्ट के पास गुड्स रहते हैं, हमारे कोई कोई टीवी वगैरह रहते हैं, बट दे डोंट हैव एनी राइट ऑन दैट टीवी और द other goods. Okay, second is second requisite in return of goods. Now that is what the constitute of contract of bailment is essential, that bailee should return the same goods to the bailer or dispose them according to the instructions given by the pledgee. Okay, pledgee जैसे instructions देता है उस हिसाब से उसको dispose करना है या deliver करना है. Now who can create a pledge? Okay, under the original section of 178 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, any person in possession of goods, okay, or of the document of title of goods would create a valid pledge. Okay, जो person possession लेता है goods का या document of title, okay, that person can create a pledge. Okay, the only limitation being the pledgee must act in a good faith and without notice, and the pledger must not have obtained possession of goods by means of fraud or offense. Okay, that is the only risk that is involved, कि जो भी goods वो लोग दे रहे हैं, that goods should not be obtained by fraud or by the offense. Okay, so goods can be pledged by anyone who is in legal possession of the same. Okay, it can be the owner of the goods himself or the merchant agent of the owner. Okay, so that two things should be there. Now what are the features of pledge? Okay, pledge के कौन से features है? That is, according to section 172 of Indian Contract Act 1872, the pledge is defined as a bailment of goods as security for the payment of debts or the performance of the promise. Okay, second, ownership remains with the pledger subject only to the qualified property which passes to the pledgee by virtue of the bailment to him. Okay, thus the prawnee or the pledgee has the special priority and lien which is not ordinary in nature. Okay, now so long as its claim is not satisfied, no other creditor or power has the any right to take away the goods at or its prices. Okay, किसी को right नहीं है कि वो goods लेके जाए until there is a claim that is satisfied. Okay, अगर satisfied नहीं है then कोई उस product को लेके नहीं जा सकता. Okay, then the bank right as prawnee could not be extinguished as the pledge was intended to give the bank a primary right to sell the goods in satisfaction of the liability of the pawner. Okay, as High Court held that in case of pledge or and mortgage of movable property, they cannot be attached and sold for satisfaction of claim of other creditors of the company without first satisfying the claim of bank. Okay, next is, in case of pledge, the possession of goods pledge must pass on to the actual prawnee or the actual or constructive. Okay, Then, the firm by endorsing the railway receipt in favor of the bank for consideration, pledge of goods covered by said railway receipt to the bank. Okay. Document like insurance policies, bond, promissory notes, scripts, saving bank book can be subject matter of pledge. Okay, this can be also be the subject matter of pledge. Now, if once goods are delivered to the pledgee, okay, the pledge is not lost if they are re-delivered to the pledger or limited or for special purpose. Okay, so these are the features of the pledge. Okay, so pledge is very important. Okay, now in the same way, if pledger in possession entrusts the goods to the pledger for the special purpose for selling them on behalf of the pledgee, the pledge is not affected. Okay, तब pledge affect नहीं रहता है. So to constitute a valid pledge, okay, अगर valid pledge रहना चाहिए, then it is essential that there must be delivery of goods either actual or constructive. Okay, then the feature follows from the example of the borrower who pledged its go down to two banks. Okay, with the first bank the advance was termed as open cash credit, and the borrower has to submit periodical return of the stock to the bank. Okay, during inspection it was found that doors locked with the lock of another bank for whom the borrower took advances key loan system, the question was the priority of the claim. Okay, so these are some of the valid what you call pledge ke some points. Okay, so in the next class we will see the difference between ledge and the pledge. So let's start. Explain the difference between lien and pledge. Okay, so here the first point of comparison is one, that is act defining the instrument. Which act defines the instrument? First is lien. Lien is defined by section 171 of the Indian Contract Act, whereas pledge is defined by section 172 of Indian Contract Act. Lien क्या है? 171. प्लेज क्या है? 172. याद रखना. ओके, retention bailment of goods. Okay, now in lien what happens, the banker is empowered to retain all the securities of the customers in respect of the balance due to him. Okay, however the ownership of the security is not transferred from the customer to banker. Okay, whereas in pledge the goods should be there should be bailment of goods only. Okay, goods का bailment होता है. The objective of such bailment is what? To hold the goods and securities for the payment of debts. Okay, security जो है उसका payment करने के लिए they should use as a bailment of goods should be used. Okay, next is conditions in the case of single or joint ownership. Now in lien, the right of the lien can be exercised on goods or other securities standing in the name of the borrower only. Okay, in pledge an article of goods can also be deposited as security for the repayment of loan in addition to the negotiable securities. Okay, next is coverage of the instrument. So in case of lien, bankers right to sale generally extended only to fully negotiable securities. Okay, so in pledge an article of goods can be deposited as security for the repayment of the loan in addition to the negotiable securities. Next is conditions for delivery. So in a lien, the banker has the right to retain securities, but delivery of the security is must. Okay, to complete a contract of pledge, delivery of goods to the banker is necessary. Okay, then conditions for legal claim. नाउ यहाँ पे बैंकर क्या करता है, दे कैन नॉट ऑब्टेन अ लीगल क्लेम ऑन एनी सिक्योरिटीज ओनली विद द हेल्प ऑफ द लीन अलोन. ओके, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम लीन, ओके, बैंकर हैज़ अ लीगल क्लेम ऑन द स्पेसिफिक सिक्योरिटी आउट ऑफ अ प्लेज और मॉर्टगेज. ओके, यहाँ पे प्लेज और मॉर्टगेज के ऊपर लीगल क्लेम कर सकते हैं, बट इन लीन अलोन दे कैन नॉट क्लेम द सिक्योरिटीज. ओके, So these are the points of difference that we have learned. If a question comes, you should be able to give at least 6 points of difference. Now here in lien and pledge, the first point is what? Act defining the instrument, retention or bailment of goods, conditions in case of single or joint ownership, coverage of the instrument, conditions for delivery, conditions for legal claim. Okay, so these are the points of difference you should give. Okay, and if you read, you will find more points of difference. Now for this, the concept understanding is very important. Only when you understand the concept, you will be able to write it very nicely. Otherwise it's very difficult. You should be able to know what is lien, what is pledge. Only then difference आप लोग लिख सकते हो. Otherwise writing differences is very difficult.